Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to add the Santorini font to your template because it does not automatically come with it. And in order to edit text like this, you will need the Santorini text, or it will prompt you to choose a substitute text for it. And I believe that the Santorini adds a very beautiful element, an elegant element and fresh element to the template. So if you would like to keep, that aspect of it, I definitely highly recommend you go ahead and download the Santorini font. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that. So in order to have the Santorini font applied to your website, you will have to purchase it and use the copyrights because it is created by someone else. And so you will have to actually obtain the copyrights in order to have that font on your website. So inside the inside the PDF download that you received when you purchased this template, you will have the link to the font style, and if you click on that, it'll bring you right to this webpage. If you don't, it's totally okay. Just go to creativemarket.com and then in the search bar, just type in Santorini, and this is the first option that pops up, and you can go ahead and click on it. So it should say Santorini Luxury Signature Font. Down here, desktop will probably automatically be selected. We do not want to purchase desktop rights because that is not for web view. We want to click on web font right here. And it says right here, starting at $17. So it is pretty affordable. And if you click on the drop down menu, it has different options depending on how much foot traffic you get to your website a month. And this will be different for multiple people and how depending on how big your business is. But if you are starting out like myself, you could just go ahead and select the lowest option, 10K page views per month for the $17, and then enter in your card information here and then select purchase. If you do not have a Creative Market account, it will ask you to create an account before you're able to download it. So go ahead and enter in your information and go through that process. And once it downloads, it'll be a zip file. So you will have to double click the file and in order to unzip it, and you'll find two different files in there. There will be a TTF file and an OTF file. So it'll say Santorini TTF and then it'll say Santorini OTF. Those are the file types and font types, but Showit as a platform actually does not accept TTF or OTF. We actually have to convert those files, or one of the files, into what's called a WOFF file, WOFF, in order for us to add it to the Showit platform. And I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Design Settings here. And in this tab right here, click on Fonts. You're going to scroll down to the area that says Custom Fonts. And there's this little blue link here that says Font Squirrel. You're going to go and open that up. Perfect. Now what you're going to do here is click on Upload Fonts, and it'll ask you to upload the TTF or OTF font file. You can pick either one. It does not matter which one. Both will convert perfectly just fine. So go ahead and pick either the TTF file or the OTF file, and then while that's uploading, you want to make sure you click on the optimal. If it isn't already selected, you don't need expert and you don't want to do basic. So do optimal and then select right here, this tab. It says, yes, the fonts I'm uploading are legally eligible for web embedding. And that's because you just purchased the rights to use them on your website. And then there'll be a convert button that pops up. Go ahead and click on that. And once it's done converting, you'll go ahead and download the file. And now it'll be an actual WOFF file, the way Showit needs it to be in order for it to use it. So once you have the WOFF file, you're going to go over to your media library. And down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see Upload Files. So you're going to click on Upload Files, and you're going to select the WOFF file that you just converted. And in this upper left-hand corner, you'll see the uploading sign. And once it's done uploading, I'll show you what it will look like. It should look like this. It should be something very generic. So it's generic file, and it says Santorini-webfont.waf. WAF. Perfect. So if you're at that point, then you're pretty much all set. All that's left to do is go back to your design settings here, back to your custom fonts section, and then you're going to click on your drop down menu. Now your Santorini font file should be here. It says right here, Santorini-web font. You're going to click on that, and immediately it'll show you a preview of the font, just to give you reassurance that it's the proper one. So that's the one we want. And the last thing that you have to do is give it a name. So we can go ahead and call it Santorini. I'm not going to add this because I actually already have it added, but you're going to click on Add Custom Font afterwards, and it'll be added to this list of fonts over here on this side. The list shouldn't be this long, but it should be added to the list of fonts on that side. Then you're going to click Save. Once that's done, you should now have, it should say, mine is named Paola. If you can see, I named mine Paola because it's after the template. It allows me to keep track of my fonts that way. But it should say Santorini or whatever you decided to name the font on in this menu here. So whenever you decide to change a font, if you choose, you can just go right over, select it, and it automatically would change up the type of font that it is. And it works perfectly. All right. Now that doesn't just apply to the Santorini font. Say you wanted to add a different type of font. Say you like the template layout, but you don't like the font and you wanted to upload and use your own, or if you have your own fonts that you use for your brand, totally okay. Again, you can definitely add them to the template and utilize them. Just follow the same process, but please be sure that you actually do the first step, which is converting the TTF or the OTF files into actual WAF files before adding it over here to your media library. As long as you do that, you'll be perfectly okay. And if you run into any issues during this process, go ahead and head over to the Facebook support group and ask us any questions that you may have, and someone will definitely be there to help out. Or you can email me at hello@bwpdesignstudio.com and I'll be more than happy to assist that way. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.